Ready? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm back. Today we are going to be flying from Charlotte Douglas to Fort Lauderdale International. And for some reason, it's apparently storming in Charlotte, but I don't know. Don't really see how it's storming. I can hear thunder, but no clouds. So it's about to be interesting. I wonder what the winds are like though, because you can see Southwest Airlines. It's a 700. Get the split scimitar winglet. This is actually a brand new livery I just downloaded. I'm not even kidding. Like, I have not flown this specific livery yet. Let's get a terminal view. Here we go. I think we should probably see here. Okay, for some reason, that's not good. Nope. Okay, something about the bit rate. Let me check it out real quickly. Just for 1 second. What if we do this? Just trying to check something. Just trying to change something. Let's do that. I think that should be much better, right? Should it? Okay. Let's see. Is it still gonna give me a warning? It still says good connection. Okay. Anyways, that's fine. We'll continue on. So, welcome into the PMDG 737. Ooh, that looks. Oh, that kind of looks nice. Like I said, I have not flown on this specific livery yet. So I think I have to like redo everything, every single setting. I believe, oh, it's nice. It's like rusted everywhere. The reason I wanted to download this is because it's got the Southwest cabin. Oh yeah. Oh, that actually looks solid. I'm not gonna lie, that actually looks solid. I think we should. Where's the EFB? Is there no EFB? Are you serious? Or, oh, we have to enable it. That's right. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead. Get the plane started. Emergency lights armed. There should be ground power soon. Let's go ahead and turn up the simulator sounds. There we go. Some of the simulator sounds are up. Let's go FS actions, ground service. We're gonna grab a ground power card. Move over here. Release this. Yeah, and I just realized that. Oh no, actually, did it save all my preferences? Because that'd be actually pretty cool. I think. Let's go PMDG setup. Just making sure that it all saved. Aircraft. I think the way that I can tell. Well, first of all, yeah, it's all new, so that's good. I like this thing ticking. Here we go. Yes. Okay, so it did not save. So that's not good. So we're just gonna go through here, turn all of that on, because we need all that. In the meantime, I think ground power is connected. Let's turn that on. Here we go. We got power to the plane, and our plane should be loading up soon. Let's go through here one time just to make sure we don't forget anything. IRS set to nav. This is gonna align the GPS systems and turn the screens on, which should work. I hope it's not a livery problem. I seriously hope it's not. Oh no, here we go. Like I said, I've not tested these liveries before, and they're off of flightsim.to, so I hope they work. They did a really nice job. I really like the wear on some of these switches and the way they're detailed. Like, look at this. I have not seen this wear. Oh, that's not good. That does work. Okay. Just making sure. Hello? Okay, maybe doesn't work yet. Did it just freeze? Oh, please no. No, okay, we're all good. And then, okay, yeah, so that does work. Good. Hello? Okay, here we go. Alright, let's make this visible. Because why not, right? Is it? Okay, no. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's go through the flow. Test the sounds. 1, 2. Stall sounds. Tests don't work yet. Let's go over the fire test. Fire test. Ready to go. 1, 2. Here we go. Alright. I can see a little level of detail like being decreased with this livery. Maybe I might switch to the older ones. I don't know. I don't know if the cabin's like all worth it. But okay, no. Connection now is good. I think the stream is all good. Perfect. Let's go ahead, go back to our plane right here. Let's see what's next. Let's go over with the flow. So yaw damper is gonna stay off for now. Switch that to here. Fuel pumps, we're gonna keep them off for now. Look through here. Seat belts to auto. Voice recorder to on. Let's test. Does this work now? Does not. That's fine. Okay. I don't think we're gonna stall this flight. Hopefully not. This like is that like 90? That's probably a little hot, right? We'll cool that down a little. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna cool by itself. Oh, but actually, because we don't have AC, so we should probably provide AC. Packs, isolation valve, APU valve, strobe lights, anti-collision light. That's gonna turn on. We're gonna turn all that on later. Let's get the APU running because we don't want our passengers to suffocate. So start the APU. There's the needle. We're gonna let that charge up. Let's go ahead, go into our settings because I need to enable the equipment. We're gonna do it on this page. Go through here. E-top Zo battery. I'm gonna keep that at no. You guys can hear the thunder in the background. Where's all this? Yeah, I don't like what it did because with the previous ones, no, with the previous ones it like had it saved my preferences, and I don't like how it doesn't do that with this one. So we're gonna scroll through here. Auto ignition, no. Pressure sensing, window shades, flight tablet, yes. Enable that. Here we go. We got the EFB. That's what we wanted. I hope this does save though. Classic. Yep. Okay. I think we're all good. If we go to the displays, I don't think I changed anything here, right? Yeah, I don't think I changed anything here. Failures, we're not doing that at all. Because I am a scared little person who does not want failures. I don't think I changed anything here, so let's go ahead and go back out of here. I think we should be all good. We're gonna go out, FMGC. This is where we're gonna go. We're gonna go adjust our position. And actually, first of all, we should probably call the jetway. So let's call the jetway. Let's go over real quickly. Gotta set our fuel, so go here, fuel, we'll set it at, let's set it down to like 7,000, because let's say the plane just like came in from flight, so we'll set it here. Passengers, there's 0 passengers right now, I don't know why it always does it by default. Aft cargo, there's 0 cargo, forward cargo 0, aft cargo 0, no passengers. I should probably just set empty, that would have worked either too. Doors, we're going to open the front door because the jetway is connected. That is correct. Yes, it is. You cannot open this door still. PMDG should fix that. IRS, let's actually check how long it's going to take. And that's going to align in 4 minutes. We have perfectly enough time. Let's see, test the lights, just make sure they all work. Oh, wrong one. Test. Nice. Oh yeah, we're all good. Let's go set that back down. This is inoperable yet, so we're going to do that later. We're going to do the GPWS later. I think we're pretty much ready to go. I actually did not file the flight plan yet. No, never mind, I did. Let's call it in from here. Here we go. Charlotte to Fort Lauderdale. We're Southwest. Where is it? Where does it say? Let's go to departure. Charlotte. Here we go. So variable winds have only 4 knots, so it's pretty calm winds, but there is supposedly thunderstorm. I actually forgot how to read these, so I'm gonna have to look back at that later. Let's see. It's 31 deg. Oh my goodness, 31 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. How hard is that? It is 87 in Charlotte, so we should probably definitely get the AC on. So AC is available. APU. Let's turn on APU power. That's engine power. My bad. APU. Don't need the ground power anymore. Let's get the AC running. So PAX auto, isolation valve to auto. Because actually, we should probably cool the cabin. So turn on here. So that's gonna really cool our plane down. So it is 87 right now. And if we look at our temperature, yeah, we're coming down nicely. We're gonna keep that running. And while we're doing that, we should maybe we should start boarding our plane. Actually, here, let's go ahead and take a look here. So QNH 2991, we can set that on 2991, and I think, actually, hold on. 2991, they are synced. Okay, that's good. Let's go back out here because I believe I had the old one. Aircraft, equipment. Class low catching before localized. Okay. Auto land. What? Okay, I guess we'll do that. Okay, I don't know why that changed all of a sudden. But I'm pretty sure it's now because of this, for sure. That's our takeoff wings level. Heading. Okay. Double D rate. Just making sure they're going through here. No. It's weird because I didn't change anything that would have done anything with this, and that's what I wanted. I just changed one option, and it wasn't even for that, and I just fixed itself. So maybe it like found. Okay, here we go. Not analog. We're gonna stick with the ISFDW analog. All right. Actually, we probably don't even need that. Well, we'll keep it just in case. RMI1. Okay, we'll head out of here. We'll start the boarding process in a second, but before we do, we should probably take a look. Probably go ahead and get started on what? What was I looking at? Oh, that's right. Let's go back into here, FS Actions. Let's look at the fuel. What is the fuel that's required? We're gonna go to here. We're gonna. Oh, I got it requested here. So we set the QNH 2901. Let's see here. All right, here's our OFP. So, oh, that's right. Before we do that, let's go ahead. We still got to worry about our position. So we are at. Where's Kilo Charlie Lima Tango. So Charlotte Douglas. Copy that, paste that in here. Let's go into our route. We're not going to do the flight plan request because we are not, because we're professional. We're professional. We're doing professional flighting. Professional flying, just like a real pilot. We're not going to be importing from SimBrief. We do have all our data over here, which is what a pilot would have, but we're doing it ourselves today. So, oh, that's already in here. Paste that in here as our origin, and our final destination is Kilo Foxtrot Lima Lima, which is Fort Lauderdale. Co-route. We don't actually have any. Flight today is Southwest 1310. And here, runway, what runway do we have assigned for departure? If we look at, we have runway 18 left. Is that correct? Yes. 18 left. Oh crap, wait, did I do the wrong one? Hold on. Where's Charlotte? Where's Charlotte? Are they actually using 18 left? Because I have no idea. 18 left. Which one is this? This is... Okay, they are actually using 18 left. But it is on the other side of the airport. But, wonder if we can get that to change. Well, you know what? We'll change it to a closer runway. And the runway they're using is 18 center. So we'll do 18 center. Not what the flight plan told us to do, but technically we didn't even program anything yet. So we'll do that right now. So 18 center. Go over to our route. What is our route? Our route is... Nooks, November, Oscar, Kilo Sierra. That's direct. Then after Nooks, it's going to be direct to Werfel, which is Whiskey, Uniform, Romeo, Foxtrot, Lima. So Werfel, direct to Werfel. And then via the Quebec A3 airway, we're going to be going to Javid. So Juliet, Echo Victor, Echo Delta. Go to here. Now, the thing with airways is I believe they're like older airway systems where if you could fly direct, if you could say direct here, which is gonna say from this waypoint anywhere in the world, fly directly to this waypoint. But if we choose an airway, it's gonna, so for example, let's say like right here is Nooks, here's Werfel, here's Javid. So we'd fly from Nooks direct to Werfel. You'd think we fly direct to Javid, but no, since Javid has an airway, it might lead us another way. So instead of going directly to Javid, we might take like some detour around or something, and then get there. I don't see airways all that often anymore. Maybe there's like one or two, I think two at max during a flight, but I have not done airways in a while. And then, okay, so here, we do actually have two airways. We have the Quebec 8-3 to Javid, and then the Quebec 9 or 7, where's 9 or 7, to Permis, which is Papa Romeo Mike Uniform Sierra. So I think that's it, right? Permis, yes. And then that should be all good. That's our entire, let's activate that. We're gonna go to departure because we have runway 18 center, and from 18 center the, let's see here, what is it? The SID that we have, so the standard instrument departure route is the Icons 5. So the Icons 4, I'm sorry, my bad. We have the Nooks transition because after Icons 5, we're flying to Nooks. So what that looks like, let's pin that. So Icons 5. So what that looks like is like this. Here. So here's Charlotte. We're going to be taking 18 center, so this one right here. And from 18 center, it's going to have us fly heading 183, and it's going to have us fly via this route down to Nooks. And this is our first point, this is our first actual like flight plan point, but since we have a SID and actual departure, it's going to take us a little bit of a different way. So initial heading is going to be runway heading, which is 183. I'm going to go set that right now. I have a little I have this thing that has the autopilot on here, the throttles, the speed brake. Maybe I'll get a second one for the flaps and like more throttle, so I can fly like a 747 or something. So 183 after departure, we're gonna have that set. Is there any altitude restrictions? Are there any altitude restrictions for the Icons 5? Runways 18 left, center, and right, standard with minimum climb of 500 per nautical mile to 12,600. And then after that, hold on, there's no way that's... Wendy Center. Okay, so according to the SID, we take off here out of the runway. It's a pretty, we don't have a steep climb, so it's gonna be a pretty slow climb up until this point. We have to cross this point at 1260. So let's set that here, 1260. We'll put 1300 just around it. No one's gonna kill us for that. And after that, we're gonna be radared. We're gonna have radar vectors to. And the altitude, that thing is screaming at us. We're actually not going to do that. We're going to set it up to do 6,000. Because this has 6,100, so we'll set it to that. And after that, we're just going to be... Okay, so see, by here, it's like already 13,000. So I think pretty much after we get to Gilfin at 6,000, we have an unrestricted climb to our cruise altitude. So we're just going to do that. Speed, we're going to determine that later. We should probably actually get our fuel started. So, looking at our departure, it's Nooks. Select that. We'll go back here. We'll set our arrival later. We'll do our arrival later because it is a somewhat long flight. It's over an hour, so we're not gonna set the star yet. Standard terminal arrival or something. Okay. Block fuel. So we have we're going to have 14,500 pounds of fuel, so 14,552, we'll set that in here, and we'll request the fuel truck. Then we're going to request the passengers. We have 91 souls on board today. That could start. We're going to start it a little later. We'll get the forward galley. The weight for cargo. Is there cargo? Where's cargo? Can I actually find that on here? Might be further down. So here's a route. I actually have no idea where cargo is. I have not. Oh, here we go. 4.6. 4.6. So let's go back up here. 4.6. Is that correct? Let's look at my sim brief flight plan. The flight plan on here. We have 4,550 divided by 2. We're gonna have 2275. So 2275 in each. 2275 in the front, 2275 in the aft. So here we go. That thing's starting to load up. As soon as the fuel truck's done its thing, we're going to request a baggage claim. Actually, we can probably do the aft right now. I don't think the fuel truck's gonna inhibit that. Ground power car can actually be released because we are on APU power. Our cruise. What is our cruise today? Our cruise is 38,000. We'll set that on here. We'll set the landing altitude later because I'm too lazy to look. One more test. Cockpit voice recorder. Wait for this green light. Here we go. It's set. Let's see. So going over to our, we got our route. We got our departure. I think what's next is our performance initialization. So our cost index. Cost index today is 7. So 7 goes in here. Reserves. This is extra fuel if we need to go around. We've got, our alternative is Orlando, so 3.4. 3.4, we'll set that in here. The zero fuel weight, our plane knows the zero fuel weight. And actually, we're going to have to change that later. Cruising altitude is going to be flight level 380. The reason it's so loud right now is because I got the AC running at full power. It's pretty hot here, and I think a cabin... Oh, yeah, it's cooled. It's cooled. We're... What is that, like 70 degrees right now? I think that's pretty good. It might be even a little too cold. So we'll turn off the AC off of full power. We're going to keep it running, but we're not going to run it at full power because... Okay, yeah, so the temperature's starting to change a little. We're going to keep it right around 75 because that's what we have at my home, and I like it there. So... It's still gonna run, but it's not gonna run at full power. Okay, yeah. So the baggage workers are doing that job. Let's go ahead and start the loading process. We'll start the refueling. Actually, yeah, we'll start the refueling. We'll start the boarding. We'll start the loading. Here we go. This will go by pretty fast. I'm bad. Sorry. We'll insufficient fuel. Well, that'll change later. Using reserve fuel is and. Probably shouldn't be doing that. It's gonna load up by itself eventually. So yeah, it's 31 outside. It's pretty warm. Cruise wind. Cruise wind. It is 341 at 14. So not bad actually. 341 at 14. 341 at 14. We're actually gonna have a tailwind, so we're probably gonna get to Fort Lauderdale faster since the wind's gonna be blowing us down south. It's coming in from the north at 14. It's not the strongest wind, but there is still a little bit of wind. Let's actually change the range on this because here we go. So looking at our routes, let's go over. So wait, no, hold on, the wrong thing. So here's our runway. Yeah, so this is a vector right in here to Gilfin. We're gonna hand fly this plane to Gilfin, and from there, we'll take her up to however where we need. The only thing is actually right here at this little vector point. That's the only place where we actually need to be at 1,260 feet. And since then, we're actually just gonna go straight up to 38,000 because it's an unrestricted climb. There's no restrictions, no constraints, which is good. I love having no constraints. Well done by the Charlotte Airport Association. Whatever sets the limit. So 38,000 is gonna be set in the MCU. MCI? MCU? Hold on, I'm confused. We'll take it later. it'll say reset MCI MCU altitude once we start descending. So we'll get to see that. Let's see here. What's next? Initialization. Was it identification, position, performance? I think takeoff. So we're gonna go over to here, N1 limit. I don't think we should do anything yet because we're still refueling, right? We're still refueling. Aft loader, that's almost done. Refueling, we could probably request turn that off. Refueling's almost done. Boarding, almost halfway there. Southwest with their classic boarding style. We all know how somehow chaotic they are. I don't know. I like the wild Southwest boarding style. I know sometimes some people might be mad because they don't get a window seat, but just check in exactly 24 hours before your flight. It's not that hard to do. Don't cry about it if you don't get a good seat. Let me actually move the camera a little bit because not really in the center. Here we go. I'm bent back. Oh, that should be good. And I think we're all done over here, right? Yeah, that's all good. I think we're all done over here. Boarding is gonna stop soon. That's we can release these two. We'll request these forward loaders. Passengers are almost done. Fuel truck we need for this to end because I believe okay, so the loader is gonna come. The loader is gonna arrive, but I don't think the baggage carts will because the fuel truck is gonna inhibit it from coming. I think, right? So once it's connected, it's gonna start arriving. I think we need a fuel truck to leave. So we're almost there. Almost there, and it's done. We'll release the fuel truck, and as soon as that's gone, so it's disconnecting. I want to see because this will not arrive until the fuel truck has departed. That's not my fuel truck. That's the simulator. Okay, so there's the storm. Oh, I'm gonna fly directly into it. Yeah, that's not my fuel truck. That's the simulator's fuel truck. Yeah, so that's not gonna. Yeah, so this is not gonna arrive until the fuel truck is gone. It's gonna be gone in a minute. We're gonna look over to our performance calculator. Input that from the OFP. We have runway 18 center. Here we go. Import from aircraft. We're not gonna import it from aircraft yet because look at that. We're not fully loaded yet with the passengers. Yeah, so this is. So he can't depart for some. Oh no, here we go. He's departing. So as soon as he's departing, this kid should be arriving. The forward cart loaders, I think, right? Let's actually move our camera a little bit. Here we go. That looks pretty. Okay, and there we go. They're arriving. All right, that should be all loading soon. Passengers are almost done boarding. It's a pretty empty flight because I don't think there are actually any flights that Southwest has to Fort Lauderdale. And it's pretty hot in Charlotte. Nobody really wants to go to Florida, especially this time, because everybody's already coming back home from their vacations, summer vacations. Everybody's flying back. They're not flying to Fort Lauderdale. So that's almost done boarding. I think we should probably, as soon as we're not going to do this yet. 31 degrees. Variable at 4. We'll see what it says right now. So from our OFP, it's going to say our weight's going to be this much. Center of gravity is going to be that. Packs are going to be on. This is what it's going to tell us. That's actually pretty low speeds. It says flaps 1. No, we're going to do flaps 5. And that's actually even lower. Well, good for us, because I, for some reason, always have a hard time rotating with the 737. So, that's all good. Okay, so this does have the Category 3 landing capabilities. Category 3 landings are usually when there's really, really low visibility and you need autopilot. Basically, Category 3 landings is the plane's able to auto land. That's, from what I understand, that's what auto land is. Let me move this just a little bit because I'm off center. Here we go. Seatbelt boarding is actually done, so we'll release the jetway. Don't need that anymore. And we'll close the front door as well, so we'll close that. We'll turn on the seatbelts. Ding the flight attendants, tell them that they're all done. The only thing that's connected is the front loaders right now. And that's all we really need. And actually, I forgot about something. We can turn on AI traffic. This will take every traffic from, what's it called? from Flight Radar 24 and import it into the simulator. So we're gonna have real life traffic, and there's actually a lot of it right now, so we're not gonna import that yet, or else we're gonna be waiting in line for a runway for forever. But there's a lot of American planes. I think they're mostly all ERJs. Yeah, so we're not gonna import them yet. We'll do it when we're gonna be ready for push, so they'll stay out of our way. Okay, so our Charlotte. Let's brief ourselves on the departure. So, taxi. We're standing right here right now. This gate right here. We're gonna push out here. We're gonna taxi on. What is this? Foxtrot. We'll take Echo. We'll probably actually take Echo 13, Echo, runway 18 center. So it's a pretty short taxi. For departure, we have the Icons 5, which is RNAV. We're going to take off from here, fly heading 183, 1,200 feet, and from this point, we're going to fly direct to Gilfin. And from there, from this point right here, we're going to fly direct to Gilfin, and we're going to fly to our cruising altitude. So departure is briefed. Any questions? No questions. We have debriefed the departure, briefed and debriefed. We are all ready. All we need is for the forward loader, which I did not start, my bad. We need for this final weight calculation to be done, so that's gonna take 2-3 minutes to load, and once that's done, we're gonna calculate our weight, which is the last thing. Passengers are all loaded. We just need to set up one final thing. So, and one limit. It's okay. It still thinks it's gonna be from here. Let's check from the aircraft. I don't think there's any way that's gonna work. Yeah, so the mostly what the weight's important for is for the trim. If the trim's set wrong, we're not going to be able to take off, because we're not going to be able to rotate correctly. That's going to be extremely dangerous. Let's just play around with this for now. Set it to 737, because why not? Because it is the bomb, one of the best planes ever made, and it is a 737-700. So we'll set that to 700. So here we go now. 737. 700. Technically it's a 7 Hotel 4, but nobody cares about that extra. At this point, let's actually go ahead and okay, 80 degrees. It's cooled a little too much. What if we turn it down like that? Here we go. Let's go ahead and get the. We're not going to turn the fuel pumps on actually yet. We're going to turn the electricals. So now we have access to that. Here's all our wing views. For those just joining, we are just waiting for the loader to be done. And once that's done, we'll do our final performance calculation, our takeoff settings, and we'll start our push. We could actually probably pre-plan our pushback. I don't know why the parking brake's outside. It's weird because it's like, it always just turns off by itself. Like, I don't understand. Like, I said it when I first start, and then it just turns off by itself. Because by the time I'm pushing back, I open this menu and it says it's off. I don't exactly understand why. Where's the taxiway? Because I actually have no idea where that is. Here's what we'll do. We'll push back out like this, and then we'll twist our way around like that. Believe me, I've seen this happen multiple times before. Here we go. So we'll be facing like right smack into the gate. There's our pushback. We're not gonna request anything yet because it's gonna make everything else leave. So we're just waiting for that to be done. Why is that taking so long? Okay, we're almost done. Probably a minute out from finishing. Let's see. I'm just gonna watch the number. Here we go. Hit 2,000 right about now. 20 seconds out from finishing. 200 pounds left. This guy can handle anything. This loader right here. Fuel is all on board, just about even. There's nothing in the center tank, so we're not going to turn the center fuel pumps on. It's about time he finishes, and boom. We'll release this guy or this guy. We can go ahead with our weight calculations. And that's what I've been waiting for the longest time. So import that from the aircraft. Yeah. See, our OFP says we're like going to be heavier, but for some, actually, I wonder why did it say that. Did we do something wrong? No. Empty weight, estimated zero fuel weight, estimated takeoff weight. This is our estimated takeoff weight. Gross weight. Does it show our gross weight yet? Okay, that's interesting. Import weather. Let's calculate that. Alright, here we go. So, flaps 5. We're going to remember this number right here. Let's see here. Let's go to N1 limit. We're going to take off D-rate 2. We're probably going to go with climb 1 because that's what it's telling us. Temperature outside is 58. Is that too high for the setting? No? Okay, that's okay. So it's gonna do climb 2, 83.1, which is fairly close enough. We'll take it. Trim, it says 5.3, so we'll check that later. N1 limit is done. Performance, we need to actually. Okay, so here we go. Yes. All right, here we go. So that's our new zero fuel weights, which is interesting. Why it tells us this? Okay, well, look at that. It just completely changed. Look at that. That is the strangest thing. Okay. Flaps 5. Yeah, these V-speeds look more correct. Okay, so we're still going to do takeoff 2. But we have a cell temperature of 38. Which is saying it should give a... Okay, let's just make sure this is all correct. Yes. N1 limit. 88.97, 88.86. Still telling us to take off 2, right? Yeah, it's fairly close. Alright, we'll take that. Let's go over to takeoff. We're going to be doing flaps 5. Center of gravity, this is what we needed. 20.4. Trim, 6.18. 6.18, that is exactly on the marker. Let's set trim 6.18. That's going to be right about here. That looks about right. 6.18. We can. I think we could actually connect the. Here we go. We'll close that up for now. Make sure nothing is connected. We'll remove the chocks. Parking brake is set, right? Yes, it is. The red LED is on. V speeds. It says 122, 124, 129. 122. We're gonna take 122 because if it's not within one of what the AFV tells you, you're gonna take whatever the AFV. 124, 129. That's all correct. Here's our gross weight, takeoff weight, and our VREF is gonna be 10 more than V2 speed, so 139, I believe. But honestly, the plane's just not gonna obey it because it's a plane, and especially because it's a 737. Go over here, runway wind. Wind right now, what's the wind? Update it one more time. Reload it. Still variable at 104, but I'm pretty sure we had... I actually have no idea what the wind is right now, so... Can we do variable? Can we actually type that in? Variable at 04? We cannot say that, okay. What direction is the wind actually going at? Because I kind of need that right now. I think it is very strange that it says variable and I can't really. I know 4 knots is nothing, but we kind of need it. If they're taking off heading south, so we should probably also I'm just typing 180 at 4 knots. Runway slow takeoffs. Okay, that's just gonna delete them. We got 122, 124, 129. What else did it ask for? It asked for runway slope, that's right. The performance calculator, negative 0.5, negative 0.5, type that in here. We heard that. Cutback is, well, I mean, yeah, let's turn on the cutback, because, no, we can't turn that on. Okay, that's fine. V speeds, we got 122 on our EFB that it said, 124, 129, we'll take that. 139 is our VREF, so take off the set speed. Just making sure this is still correct. Yes, it is. And I think we are all ready. We go over to index. Just making sure, going through here one more time, making sure everything's all set. We are all good. I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and start our pushback. So let's go ahead and get the flight attendants, turn on all the fuel pumps, turn on the anti-collision light because we're going to start a push right now. Window heat on. Yaw damper will come on. It says off, but it's fine. It's normal in the normal position. So we'll go through here one last time, one last look. The startup light is on. We'll ding that. And I think we're ready for push. Go just set here because we have GPS right here, which is really nice. I really like that. We're gonna hand fly this plane out. So we'll turn on the flight director 1 and 2, and we'll go ahead and start our push. So commencing the pushback. Parking brakes released. And we'll start our push. Elect 1 and 2 come off. We have a weird thing where we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna like turn around on the taxiway because to make more space. There's the terminal over there. So we're gonna kind of like loop around here. Yeah, we're gonna like face right into the terminal building. Alrighty? We're gonna look down to here. Well, that's new. I have not seen that before. Is this the same? Okay, it is the same. Let's go ahead, turn the packs off for engine start, and set engine number 1 to ground. Let's listen to this. We're gonna shut up and listen to the engine noises. And we're gonna turn on the traffic too. So here we go, about 20%. So traffic's gonna come in from flight ready 24. Here we go, look at that. And we're gonna go. Here we go. Enjoy the sounds. Engine 1's running. Perfect. We'll start engine 2. Okay, so I think he's gonna start pushing right now, so we should probably get out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and listen to that. So once it turns to 25, we don't need this anymore. And I think parking brake is set. Yes, it is. Just making sure. Here's 25. Fuel to engine 2. Sounds are amazing on this plane. Here we go. Let's brief ourselves on the taxi instructions. So we have parking brake is set, just making sure. We'll turn the ELEX back on. Probe heat on. Go through the flow one more time. Yaw dampers on. Nav, fuel pumps, engine power. So we don't need the APU anymore. Turn the APU off. Turn the packs back on. So the AC is coming back on. What else? We'll start the landing altitude later. We're not going to turn the taxi light on yet because we're going to brief ourselves in the taxi. So taxi, we have runway 18 center right here, and we are right here. So we're going to take. Okay, so he's going to push. We got to wait. Okay, we got time. We're going to wait for him. We're gonna take Foxtrot right here to Echo 13 Echo and hold short on runway 18 center. We're gonna take all the runway we have because why not? We're gonna climb to 1260 feet right here, heading 183, and then we're just gonna maintain our own altitude, and we're gonna fly direct to Gilfins. Once this is the Icons 5 departure. So let's put that on here. So he's out of here. We briefed ourselves on the taxi. We'll turn on the taxi light. Engine mode's to continuous. We don't need any other lights. That's getting a little laggy. It's gonna get laggy because there's traffic here, obviously. But it should be much better when we get into the air. So let's go ahead and set flaps 5. So flaps 5. It's getting laggier, so we're gonna taxi out of here real fast. Park, auto brake to reject the takeoff. We are Not on ATC today because I don't want to fly with ATC to be honest. Taxi lights on. We can go ahead start a taxi. Parking brakes off, and we'll start accelerating. Let's listen to this. That is the best sound in this simulator. Okay, he's pushed back. We're gonna follow this American right here. Like I said, it's gonna be laggy until we get up into the air because of all this traffic. This is why I didn't want to turn it on until we started taxiing. One, because there's already a what is wrong with you? Okay, I did not even see him. One, we're just gonna follow this United. One, because it's laggy. And two, because it's just gonna crowd up the runway right now. Accelerate, just follow him. I hope this American makes way to us, right? And it is not. And it's... Is it even going to make way to the United? It will, okay. And it's going to go by real slowly. Awesome. So now we got a line. That's awesome. Exactly what I did not want. Let's accelerate real nice and quickly. Here we go. Just get our plane moving. And I love the 7.3 because it reacts really, really well to my rudder pedals. For example, small input, look at that. This is why I love the 7.3, because it's just so nice, smooth. I just want to get out of here because of how laggy it is. So we're just gonna follow these two. I don't think the line should be that big. That's kind of big. Okay. Try to get on center line. We're gonna open the throttle a little bit on the turns just to get a little speed here. I love how well the 7.3 reacts to my rudder pedal. Slow down here a little bit. I'm not gonna make this turn. Open the throttle up a little bit. Here we go. Near perfectly in the center line. A weird thing is, so what this program does is it just takes every single plane from Flight Ready 24 at the current airport and injects it into the simulator. But once it's in the simulator, it's Microsoft Flight Simulator plane AI that takes over. So right now, it's not like this CRJ is right now like holding short. This one is lining up. No, it just takes the planes, injects them, and once they're in the simulator, this is all Microsoft Flight Simulator AI, so it's not as good. Ready, let's go back in here. Pick it up. Actually, let's config test full throttle. No beeping. We are all set. Awesome. This is gonna take forever. Okay, he's off. Right? No. Maybe not. I'm gonna snip it. I don't even know why we accelerate that much if they're just not gonna move. Well, because they're bigger planes. This is an A320. This is a 321, I think. Right? Yeah, it's a 321. It's much bigger. Sorry if I'm ear-raping somebody. Go through here. I'm not gonna turn the lights on yet. Wing light's also gonna go on afterwards. Is he waiting? Is that what he's doing? Okay, no, he's off, so the United should start taxiing. Or is there someone landing? I can't tell there's someone landing or if it's doing that. Okay, so I was gonna say, there's a weird glitch where for some reason, one of these planes just decides not to move for 60 seconds. And then this, yeah, okay, exactly. Exactly, it just did not want to move, so the program just removed them. I mean, that's all good. We got here we go. get moving. And we're actually going to do a rolling takeoff, so let's go ahead and turn all the lights on. Runway lights, wing lights, being the flight attendants. Flight attendants, please take your seat for the takeoff. 15 knots, a little too much, but it's classic Southwest, let's do that. Entering the runway, we're all clear, left and right. Let's get out of here, because it's getting a little laggier than usual. So we got 38,000 feet set on our MC, is it MCU or is it MCI? I keep forgetting. 139 is our VREF speed, so we're gonna take that. Heading 183, so we're gonna follow that. Here's the runway, entering the runway, starting the clock time. All good. So we're gonna accelerate a little bit, so stabilize at 40%. Stable, Toga. Here we go. Downward pressure.
Your speed's alive. Knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
V2.
Get off the runway. Come on, big boy. Get off. We'll take it.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Nice. Look at that. We'll turn. Actually, here we go. So N1 will take over. Laps up. Nope, that's down. My bad, sorry. Here we go. We're gonna go direct to Gilpin. Where's that? Okay, so Gilpin is right there. Flaps fully up. We're gonna hand fly her up there. So Gilpin's actually right here, so we'll start a turn. Here we go. We're still hand flying it because I don't trust the autopilot in Charlotte. I don't know why, don't ask me. I just don't. Autopilot is controlling the speed though, but we don't have it on. Oh yes. I forgot how well this plane is to fly. Look at that. I think we should probably, we're going to turn on LNAV and autopilot. Here we go. Let's go ahead, look at here. And actually, I forgot to put the speed brake on. I know. I forgot to put the speed brake on arm, but we'll keep it as fine. That's fine. We didn't go around. Sorry, we didn't really have it to take off. We're gonna gotta actually accelerate. So we're gonna speed up. 250. Speed and turbine. VNAV. We're accelerating. We're in the clouds. We should probably turn the anti-ice on, right? Just in case. We're passing 10,000, so leaving the flight attendant. Let's see here. Lights come off. Take the lights up. Taxi lights, runway turn off lights. Wing lights. This should be here. Keep it like that. And gear lever to the off position. Here we go. We are off to Fort Lauderdale. See you later, Charlotte. Let's turn direct to Gilpin. There we go. Look at that. That looks so good. Smooth departure out of Charlotte. We didn't even hit any storms. Simulator sounds. We'll turn the simulator sound down a little. Here we go. Oh yeah, that looks so well. And that's that. There's that acceleration. And I believe how far away was Gilpin again? Okay, it's like 5 miles out from here. So if we go down here, we're not gonna be able to see it. Here we go. Gilpin's gonna pass, and we're gonna see it within seconds. Oh, here it is already. All right, beautiful. See, I learned how to use this. I know it says 20 here, and it's set to 40, but 20 just marks this halfway point right here, and I have this one mistake where I keep forgetting to turn the TCAS on. Very nice. And that's fine at Southwest. They do crazy stuff anyway. Awesome. That warning was on the econ the whole time. And actually I forgot to do a recall too. But it's fine. We don't have anything wrong. The entirety of last week, every single day of the week, I flew the 7.3. Engine switches can come off. This is just like to overwork the engines for landing and takeoff. NTIs can come off. We don't need that anymore. Beautiful climb. What game am I playing? Antonov, I am playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's an amazing game if you want to get into flying, and I absolutely love this. Although, do beware, if you are planning on buying it, there are 3 versions, one for 60, 90, and 120. If you're planning on just flying for fun, I recommend get the $60 version. But if you want to be a professional pilot, that's 18,000 feet. It's set that to standard. If you are planning on flying professionally, then I recommend getting the $120 version. Don't ask me why, but because it just comes with better planes, better scenery. And anyway, even if you do want to fly professional, like planes, the default planes that come with the simulator are garbage. So you're gonna end up buying planes anyway. This plane, for example, costs $70, and I should have waited until the longer version because I'm flying the 700. I'm flying the 700, and I should have waited for the 800. They're all $70. Then there's still an A320 that's $50 that I paid for, and I've made a lot more purchases that I seriously regret. But it's a great game, and if you have the time and the money, then I do definitely recommend getting it. You can't? I'm sorry. Is that due to like computer limitations, or? And by the way, you also do need a pretty beefy computer, like really beefy. We're passing icons, so after that, I think we're gonna be direct Nooks. Yep, here's our first waypoint, so we're just about finishing up. Here we go, direct to Nooks. And our plane's gonna start turning here. Speed, altitude, that's gonna be by itself. I don't know why this is still here. It's just flying itself. All right, 28,000. We're heading up there. And the clock says 8 minutes. We've been up in the air. Only 8 minutes, really. That is interesting. Okay. Alright, let's unlock here. Check out here. So we're going to be passing by Charleston, Jacksonville, Cape Canaveral. Yeah, Cape Canaveral. And it's not Miami. It's not Miami, I promise. I hope it's not Miami, right? Is it not Miami? It's not. Okay, it's Fort Lauderdale. That scared me for a second. I'm not going to lie. West Palm Beach. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be like flying in like that, I believe. Or maybe, it's funny because I thought it would vector us like, I thought our flight plane would go something like this, like over Tampa, then Fort Myers, but I guess not. So, not complaining. As long as we're gonna get to Fort Lauderdale, we'll be all fine. Let's lock this back up. Here we go. Let's see, 28,000. Top of climb's coming up right here, right after Nooks. Go up here one more time, making sure all the lights are off. Anti-collision, strobe and steady, off, off, off. 38,000 for pressure. This is for pressurization purposes. These are both off. Lights are all off. APU's off. Seatbelts are still on. We're gonna keep them on until we get up there, because I don't know how bumpy this ride will be. Alternative flaps. I don't realize the 737 had alternative flaps. Okay. Yeah. Now we're just waiting to get up to. We're just waiting to get up to 38,000. We got 10,000 feet to go. And 22 miles until Nooks. And 22 miles, that'll pass by in like 5 minutes. We're traveling at point. Oh, that is much. I've actually not ever gone that fast in the 7.3. I don't know why. We have 0.705 Mach 2 knots. We're going at 470 knots. It's not that bad. 470, and we got around 20 miles to go. We'll be there in 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding. So 2 minutes we'll be at Nooks. Less, actually. So it's already like 18 miles. Right about there we'll be at top of climb. Yeah, see, we're already accelerating. We'll be there in less than... We'll be there much faster than that. About time we should probably get some music up, shouldn't we? Let's get ourselves up some music. I don't know, something nice. Something not that bad. Let's get something like something good. It's just alright, here's some music. Something calming. Why not? Shouldn't assume that there's some sounds up because it's not gonna be that bad. To be honest, I think the 7.3 is my favorite plane to handle, like hand fly. Well, no, sorry. The 737 is my favorite plane to like fly and land. More specifically, with like climbing and the descent part. But the A320 is still gonna be my favorite in everything. Like the setting up it's really simple. I flew, like I said, I've been flying on the 737 the entirety of last week, and I came back to the A320 yesterday, and it was really weird because like it was so simple of doing things. It was such a more simple of plane. I was looking around for things to do because I didn't know what to do, and there was nothing else. Like all I need to do is it's always like boarding that takes the longest. We don't need Charlotte charts anymore. We're past Nook. Pretty much, right? Yeah, we got like 2 miles left to Nook, and we're gonna be over it in like 5 seconds. Fort Lauderdale. Go over to Fort Lauderdale. Pin the ground charts. Approach. We're gonna have runway 10 left. So here's our last turn up until top of climb. Got a few planes here. We got one heading that way. One's ascending. One's around here. I still don't exactly know how to read TCAS. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something I should learn, but that is really weird. What is it? Is that the stars? Okay, I actually have no idea if the wheel well should close or not, but that's a little terrifying to look at. I can just see see the landing gear there. squawking 2000 because there's no way to see online. Ignore this heading. We don't really need it because we're flying on LNAV, which is basically autopilot. To those who don't know, sending should be fun though. What is this? This the yaw damper gauge? Oh no, that's where it's supposed to be. Okay, we're running at full thrust. Wow. I don't know if that's good for the plane actually. I don't think it's a good thing for a plane that we're running at full. Well, okay, no, we're still climbing. We're trying to maintain 0.75 Mach to knots. That's okay. That's not as fast as I fly in the Phoenix A320, but it's the fastest I've ever flown in the 7.3. We've been up in the air for about 16 minutes now, which is crazy because for some reason, with the A320, we would have been at like 23, like 36,000 probably would have been at like 23 minutes by now, but for some reason, 737 climbs really well. It climbs and descends like a baby. It climbs and descends very smoothly, and this is what I love about the 7.3, the climb part. The setting up and the whole turning off, that goes to the A320. A320 is still such a simple plane to fly. It's so efficient, it's reliable. And it's just new. I like the A320 when it's on the ground. The 7.3, give it to me while it's in the air. Like I love flying the 7.3 in the air. I don't know. Maybe it's something about being more about the gauges part. We're leveling off at 38,000, just about. We're gonna wait for the engines to come back down, and we'll turn off the seatbelt sign. Let's listen to those engines. Listen to those engines spool down in a second. Just about. Correct. And let's take a look at that. There we go. Let's listen to that. You can kind of hear the vibrations of the plane kind of like slow down. I don't know, it's usually more audible on other flights that I do. Okay, let's go ahead, turn off the seatbelt. Ladies and gentlemen, you are free to roam around the cabin. Beautiful. And I think we can actually look here. Can we actually see how... No, I guess we can't. I was wondering, I was trying to see if we can, what's it called? If we can see when we're gonna be at our destination, at the next waypoint, but apparently we can't do that. I think it's only the 320 that has the ETA. Yeah, I think it does. I think it is. Well, actually, oh no, never mind. It is here. So Warfel 2216. What's the time right now? 22:09. So by the time we're gonna start descending, that's gonna be in about 30 minutes. Okay, so about 30 minutes until we'll start descending. Should probably request the winds, just so you know. Yeah, it just says average of 341. But I'm sure it won't mess anything up. Yeah, it just says 341 and 14 the entire time. We'll keep it that way. Cruise wind uplink ready. Let's load the winds. I'm sure that won't mess with anything, right? Okay, we're going. Okay, so we do still have a tailwind, so it's gonna get us to Fort Lauderdale even faster because it's coming in from behind us, and actually at pretty fast speed. So 32 knots for the tailwind. That's not that bad. It's pretty good. Or I guess I'm ready. Where's that again? We'll load the wind in here. Just why not? Set. Okay. Yeah, we'll set it here. Okay. Let's go back here, and really, we can 2238. It's 2228 right now. 2210. So we can probably just chill for the next 20 minutes until we can we have to start planning our arrival, and we actually do not have a star installed into our plane yet. We didn't select what arrival we're gonna have into Fort Lauderdale, so we're gonna have to do that probably when we get to Wapner, right? Wapner. I think it's an airway that's leading us there. Is that correct? Let me check. Yeah. Okay. So the reason that I don't remember Wapner is because it's an airway. So once we get to Wapner, we're gonna have about 50 miles until Permis, and that's gonna fly by really, really fast. So once we get to Wapner, we're gonna start planning our arrival, downloading our winds into the plane, just letting it familiarize. 20 minutes to do nothing. Let's actually go ahead and look at Fort Lauderdale. Yes, Fort Lauderdale. To be honest, I love Fort Lauderdale. It's such a good airport. Such a nice place in general. We've been there several times. I love it. We always fly Spirit though, which I don't mind at all. To be honest, I think to anybody who doesn't like Spirit, just don't know how to fly them. There's a certain way you gotta fly budget airlines. For example, we always travel with backpacks. We don't travel with big baggage where we have to where we have to carry. Did I say marry? I'm so sorry. We always carry backpacks. It's the most efficient way to do it. We always pack light. Even if we're going on like long trips, for example to Mexico, for example, we're still going with backpacks just because we have big backpacks, you know. And it's a carry-on item, so it's free because one carry-on item per person. It's 4 of us. There we go. Each one carries their own clothes. Each one carries their own stuff. And believe me, we find ways of putting stuff in our backpacks. We find ways of doing stuff. Like I said, even in Mexico, we find ways, and it works really, really well. And it just avoids the big fees that like Frontier and Spirit has. So just whenever flying Spirit, I think it's people just having bad experiences. Like all the bad reviews is just because people like I think people somehow specifically choose a bad flight and then complain about that flight because of a decision that they made. We're gonna be passing directly over Savannah. Charleston's off to our left. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be seeing that. Absolutely no way. Take a look at the traffic in Fort Lauderdale. It's moderate traffic. We're gonna be coming off the runway, and our gates are gonna be right up ahead, I think, right? There's a Copa Airlines right now in Fort Lauderdale. Let's go ahead. Let's plane spot at Fort Lauderdale because I have nothing to do anyway. So he just arrived from Kansas City. He's going to Houston. He's going to Baltimore. What else? This is what I'm confused about. Like JetBlue has gates here, but then also here, which is a little strange. Oh, but Spirit also has gates here. I guess JetBlue and Spirit kind of JetBlue kind of shares all of this. Spirit, I guess, shares just these two. A little weird, but I mean, Fort Lauderdale is the home of Spirit, so I won't complain. This one came in from Punta Cana. This one came in from Pagoda, which where's that? That's South America. Okay. This guy just arrived from where? Montego Bay. Really nice place, as I heard. Delta 757 from Atlanta. I almost actually chose Atlanta as the departure, but I decided to go a little longer than Atlanta, just by a little bit, And we went to Charlotte. And actually, I believe if we chose Atlanta, we would have actually had. Oh, hold up! I actually might need that. What I was thinking was the way that it's taking us is we're gonna fly along the East Coast, and we're gonna kind of like loop around like this into Fort Lauderdale, which I was questioning that because usually we fly in like we usually have like Tampa, like the Tampa VOR as a waypoint, and then RSW as a waypoint. So we usually fly in like this, but I think if we were flying from Atlanta instead of because here's Charlotte, and here's Atlanta. If we would have flown from Atlanta, I think we would have had that specific arrival. As you can see, I have nothing to do. So, Fort Lauderdale. Their chart looks so simple. It's clean. This is what a chart should look like, you know? Terminal. This should be all here. This is like one big taxiway, 2 big taxiways, and then a few across, and then here's just Tango to taxi around the terminal. This is what a chart should be like: clean, spotless. Like every single other one should learn. If we look at our flight plan, we had the CUDA 2 arrival. I don't know why I keep moving that away. Here we go. So if we have the CUDA 2, if we go over here, stars. Okay, it's called CUDA 3, but we'll call it the CUDA 2. Okay, so we'll pin that. We'll pin that. Let's take a look at here. Alright, so we have permits. Here we go, right here. So we're going to cross permits at 20,000 feet. Seems okay. Chip at 20,000. Rosen at 20,000. And then Hikto at, no, we're going to cross Kolat at between 28,000 and 24,000. And then at 280 knots. Waihu at 13,000, Makal at 11,000, and Kuda at 8,000. So once we get to Kuda at 8,000 feet, what else? Once we get to Kuda at 8,000 feet, we're gonna head off. We have runway 10 left assigned for landing for now. I'm still keeping up flight rate at 24, looking at what the winds are like. We'll keep ourselves updated. So we'll turn from Looker. We're gonna go direct to BBAC, and from here, I think it's gonna be a manual from here. So it's gonna be a manual. There's gonna be a discontinuity. Yeah, from CUDA track 216 to Loker, then from Loker track to Seraph. Oh, right here, Seraph. Then track 258 to Betpac. I don't know if I'm butchering that. And then from Betpac to Waynar, and then track 276. Expect radar vectors to final approach. So it's going to be a manual that we're going to have to enter in. And then once we get the manual, we're basically going to fly. It's going to come around like this. Whenever we feel comfortable, we're going to fly down, intercept the... We did choose ILS. So we're going to be doing ILS runway 10 left. We're going to intercept probably at GAM right here. And once we intercept, the glide slope and the localizer are just going to take it down by itself. We'll disconnect the autopilot somewhere here. And actually, what's the VOR? The localizer is 110.1, so just making sure where we are. We'll set 110.1 right here. 110.1, here we go. And we'll just set it, because why not? So it can start measuring our distance, and it's not going to measure yet because we're too far away. That's fine. As long as we have that set and we will not forget. So let's actually do a little bit of the setup right now. Go ahead and continue on. Let's see here. We need Fort Lauderdale ground chart, and for runway 10 left, elevation is 6. So we're gonna set 50 in here, and we need the Barrow reference. Barrow. That's not here. That's okay. Heading 0907. That's the wrong button. We need ILS localizer chart. Barrow reference, right here. Is it? No. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Oh, that's right. That's the other one. No. Okay, it is here. My bad. Sorry. I'm so clueless. So the ILS for 10 left, the minimums are 207. We could set that right now because no sin in doing that. Did I say 2007? Okay, 207. Here we go. So the barrel's set. So at GAMP it says 3,000 feet. So we'll fly 3,000 feet. So like I said before, the CUDA 3 arrival right here. We're gonna intercept CUDA at 8,000. We're gonna go direct to Loker, Seraph, Vapus. I'm still butchering that pronunciation. Waynar, and this is gonna be a manual. So we're gonna descend down to. We're gonna turn south to intercept the ILS for 10 left, and we're gonna descend down to 3,000 during that time. Once we're at 3,000, we're just gonna stay there until GAMP, and I think at this point the glide slope should pick us up. The go around is 4,000 and heading. What's the heading for the go around? Heading for the go around. Because actually, I had my first go around in the Phoenix A320 yesterday in Detroit. Because a weird thing, and I hope this doesn't happen in Fort Lauderdale, but the runway lights for the runways were like not on the ground. And I think the lights for the entire airport were like maybe 100, 200 feet off the ground. I don't know why this happened, but I guess Detroit's just cursed in that way. Not talking about the Lions curse, they broke their curse. It's, I just really hope this doesn't happen in Fort Lauderdale. I don't think there was an issue with that. So what happened yesterday was like, I got the glide slope, it was all perfect. I love having the glide slope, capturing the glide slope on the 320. So we captured the glide slope, flying down, and the populites were telling I was, like, it was showing 4 reds. So I'm like, what the heck? I don't look too low. Am I too little? Here we go. So it was saying I was too low, but I just continued on. Disengaged the autopilot. And once I disengaged the autopilot, I started following the populites, so I tried to adjust myself, you know, accordingly. But once I realized that the lights were not on the runway, I was way too high. For some reason, I decided to continue going for the runway, and I just dove down, flared just in time, kind of smacked my wheels up, wouldn't go around, and I had to go one more time. I mean, it's fine. I didn't go for a go around, but I did pull up a British App Geek video on the go around in the Phoenix. Anybody who ever pulled up one of those? We're passing Savannah right now. So here's Savannah. So we're in Florida territory. There's Savannah Airport down there. And by the way, I just want to say how, okay, we can imagine that never happened. I just want to say how well this cabin is made. The reason I reinstalled the Southwest livery is because of this. Look at that. Yeah, see, this is nice. And it looks really like FSX type, but my oh my. This looks, okay, I probably shouldn't zoom out on that. But this looks almost identical. This is oh, okay, this is actually a 3D model. Okay, I thought this was just like a PNG on here. No. I don't know why they did that. Okay, so that's cool. So, textures aren't the greatest, but it is a PMDG 737, and honestly, all I care about is the cabin, because I had to reinstall an entire thing, because the seats look good. They even got the, okay, that's funny. They even got the safety pamphlets here, and this, I just wanted a detailed cabin. And I got what, and I got it. So, happy endings. So we're flying into Florida territory. Wapner right here. So once we get to Wapner we got how much left? We got about 60 miles to Wapner. Once we get there, we're gonna start planning our star and our descents. We've been streaming for about an hour. We've been up in the air for about 32 minutes. Really? Only 32 minutes. That's actually surprising. I'm not gonna lie. If it'd be the Phoenix, it would have been like 40 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. It would have been 40 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna intercept Wearer at 3,000. Going back to early briefing ourselves on the approach. Let's see here. We're gonna. So yeah, so making sure. So we got the localizer set in the nav right here. Barrel set 207 for the ILS, runway 10 left. And our go around is, okay, so heading 090 at 4,000. That's going to be our go around. Okay, I think I should remember that. We'll just set it here. Course is 096, so we'll set that on here. 096 for the ILS 10 left. For those who don't know what an ILS is, it's basically two factors. There's a localizer and a glide slope. It's this tower at the end of the runway that's shooting an invisible ray. Basically, it's an electromagnetic signal that will, I think, just electric signal or something. It's a radio signal that tells the plane, that measures the plane's height and angle and what it's approaching the runway. So the localizer is in charge of centering the plane up with the runway. The glide slope was in charge of bringing the plane down. So, for example, here at Fort Lauderdale, this is the frequency you tune your plane in, and I think with the 7.3 you have to do it manually, so we got it right here already set. And these altitude restrictions are right here at GAM at 3,000. GAM at 3,000. This is basically like the altitude it's telling you to be at, just so you can intercept the localizer. Localizer is going to bring us in. It's going to adjust our. Once we start the turn, we're gonna turn on approach mode, and localizer is gonna do the turning for us, and the glide slope we're just gonna maintain a certain altitude until we see it. And we'll see it on here. There's gonna be a pink diamond over here for the glide slope, and a pink diamond over here for the localizer. Localizer brings us in laterally. Glide slope will bring us in vertically. Once we get the glide slope, our plane will fly us down to the ground all by itself, and we'll just disconnect the autopilot however we feel. So 37 miles into Wapner. Jacksonville is on our... It's still in front of us. Look here. We probably should start checking Fort Lauderdale. It's not bad. A few clouds, 3,300, so we might have a bit of an overcast we're going to descend through. Temperature 30. It's pretty warm down there. It's about 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. Where's Jacksonville? Jacksonville is... It's still a bit too far away, but I think that should be it right there. So barrel is set. Ready with that for our landing. The nav is set. Making sure fuel quantity is still there. We're still there. And actually, let's actually go up here. PMDG setup. Aircraft displays. This is like the old style. Look at that. That looks really, really cool. Split axis single queue? I forgot what this does exactly. Okay, oh, hold up, that's... Oh, that's flight director type, hold on. Why did I go off standard? Alright, scroll through here. Let's see... Keep the end, yes. I'm trying to switch because this was different than... This was different on the previous liveries, so I'm trying to find the setting for that. Turn that on. Show landing flaps. Yes, sir. FPV heading scale. Nah. VSD, we're gonna keep that off. Show next altitude constraint. Yeah, we're gonna keep that on. Almost at Wapner, so we're gonna have to do this quickly. VOR course lines. Minimum 500 runway length. Can we modify that? That's interesting. Other traffic. We're just gonna filter for now because we don't want too much traffic. Engine side by side. Okay, here we go. Oh no, wrong one. My bad. Hold on. Oops. EGT. Oh, okay, here we go. So engine displays. Low oil quantity inverse. This is displays. So high vibration alert. Yeah, we'll turn it on. Oil quantity indication. I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea what this is. Max continuation thrust bugs. Show reference when view rate used. Oh, it's right here. Okay, it's up there. Show reference number. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it on there. Max continuous thrust. What is this gonna do? Okay. And okay, here we go. Fuel controls. I think this should be it. Fuel total display. Ah, yes. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Fuel low alert below. We'll set it to 2,000 just to be safe. Metric imperial units. We'll turn it to pounds. Brake temperature indicator. Yes. Yes, sir, ski. Here we go. And what if we turn that off? Okay, yeah, we'll just keep that on. What is FCS indicator? Actually, I have no idea what it does. Alright. Let's go back here. We'll go back to FS action just in case. Wapner. Yes, here we go. We are at Wapner. We should go ahead and set our arrival. So, alright, Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale. What is it like at Fort Lauderdale? Winds 110 at 7. Okay, so coming in from the east, but a little bit slighted to the right. Clouds at 18,000. Few clouds at 3,300. Temperature 30. Altimeter 2987. What else? Okay, real temperature is exactly 30 degrees. Exact dew point is 21.0. Nice. Visibility is 10. It's all good. I think we should probably... Yes, so winds are not going to change. We can go ahead and take a look at our OFP. We had the... So we had the CUDA 2. So let's go down to Fort Lauderdale. Arrival. Runway 10 left. ILS 10 left. Glide slope on. I don't know why that's even an option. There should always be a glide slope. Transition. No, we do not have a transition. Right? We do not know. It's a premise. So CUDA. Okay, CUDA, I guess. Premise. Here we go. Here's the transition premise. We'll execute that. And now if we look at our route, here we go. Okay, we had a warning a second ago. Where did that go? It said like enable something at something. Okay, here's the constraint. Colat. Colat, where's Colat? Let's zoom out of here. Colat? If we look to the CUDA... where's Colat? Colat is... MCLX Game. Hello there! Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you enjoyed the rest of it. If you're not paying attention, which, sorry, if you're not aware of what we're doing, we're planning our descent right now. Permis is our last waypoint, and we just put in our arrival into Fort Lauderdale. Whoa. Oh, that actually is so cool. Hold on. I think that's Jacksonville over there. We're flying a 737-700. 7 Hotel 4 to Southwest with split scimitar winglets, because why not? Hold on. Yo! Okay. Where is he? No. Okay, we're gonna cross him. That is really cool. I've never had that. I've had I've seen 4 planes all in a row. Here, let me find it. Ignore that. Where is it? Is this it? Yes, here we go. This was a flight I had from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. This is right about the time I started descending to Las Vegas. So here's 1 over there, here's 2, here's 3, and here's me. I'm not sure what altitude they were at, but I think I was at like 34,000. So that's really cool. This is actually pretty solid too. Though he's fairly low though. Where can I get a good screenshot? Let's try like right there. Did I take the right screenshot, or did I take a picture of my other screen? No, okay, I got it. Okay. I don't know, just something cool. Can I pick him up on TCAS, or maybe it's too far out? Yeah, he doesn't even show up on TCAS. It's funny. How long is the flight? Well, we've been up in the air for 43 minutes since Charlotte. And Simbrief says that airtime was supposed to be hour 31. So it's about the same distance as what's it called? Looks about the same distance as like Chicago to New York, for example. So hour 31. I don't believe it though. For some reason, like by this point, if we would have been doing this flight in the Phoenix A321, we would have been at the exact same distance, but this would have said like 50 minutes. Like, I don't know how I know that, but the Phoenix just for some reason feels slower. Maybe it's during climb. That's what it is. Because the climbs, the 7.3. I've said this before. I love the 7.3 during like the climb part, the descent, the cruise. It's a really nice plane to cruise in. Maybe I just like how it looks like, but the Phoenix, give me the Phoenix A320 for taking off, landing, and on the ground and all that kind of stuff. But for cruise while in the air, I love the 7.3. I just think it. Where is it? Okay, we passed. Oh, I think it got stuck. Oh wait, no, he descended. That's what it did. Oh yeah, there he is, right there. We're gonna have to be careful with him. Yeah, but I love the 737 when in the air. Let's see, what were we looking at? Okay, let's go ahead and look at our flight plan before we have to start descending. So Colette, 24,000. We could. I think we could probably clear that constraint, right? We'll just type in flight level 24. We'll type in speed 247 at flight level 240. Here we go. There we go. It is a constraint. Let's see. Descent should start very soon. Let's go through here a few more times. Hikto, Holex. It's got the 15,000 at Wolex right here. Then I think once we get to Kuta, it should be at 8,000. Here we go. And since we're gonna have runway 10 left, by Kuta it's 8,000, and by Wayner it should be at 6,000. No, it's actually 5,000, so lower, which is pretty good. And from there it's a manual, so as the Airbus would call it, it's a vector here. We're going to turn to wearer, which is at 3,000. We're going to intercept the localizer and the ILS. I'm so hyped for the Phoenix 321. They should have released it by now. Dude, if anything, I would be the biggest fan for the Phoenix A321. The 321 is my favorite installation of the A320 family. Like, you have no idea. I love the A321. I got so impatient that I bought the Latin VFR 321 Neo. That is the worst purchase I've ever made in the simulator, and I made a bunch of bad purchases before. So Permis coming up right here. It's sad. No, not sad. No, it's sad that I bought the Latin VFR 321. I should not have done that. But I have waited so long for an A321. I even considered making my own 321 CO. I'm not doing that. No, just no way I'm ever going to do that. It's way too difficult. I don't have the programs for that. It's coming in a little hot. Where is he? Alright. But yeah, I've loved the A321. I'm also extremely hyped for it. We're starting our turn. I'm waiting for it for a longest time. I wanted to come out right now, and I'm mostly excited for the Sharklet update that will come. That will come out for every single plane, because it is long overdue. They should have released a Sharklet long ago. I don't know why they didn't do that yet. Mainly because I want to fly some of them old Frontier liveries. Because right now, the only Frontier livery for the Phoenix 320 are the old ones. Like the ones with the grade, here, let's see. Old Frontier A319 liveries. Here, they look like this. This is what the old 319 liveries look like. They're not the 320. They're not the 320. They're the 319. But for some reason, people have made them for the Phoenix A321, and I seriously disapprove of that. Like I have one in my hangar because I just love Frontier as an airline. Yes, sir. The Shark looks so much better than the A320 family. I don't know. Like, if somebody asked me, show me a 321 CO. Like, if someone just randomly asked me, show me a picture on Google of the A321 CO, I would always pull up one with Sharklets. I don't know why, but I just always do. I just think they look so much better, and it's much more efficient too. Like, to be honest, I actually would rather prefer the COs over the Neos. I said it. I know they're like not as fuel efficient, but I just love the CO engine sounds. More specifically, they sound amazing. I don't know. Like, I'll fly on a Neo if I have to, but I'd prefer a CO. And I'm sad because Frontier is getting rid of all of their COs by 2028. Like, right now they have, I think the only A320 that they have left are all the Neos, and they're ordering a lot of new A321 Neos too. They only have like maybe 30, I think only 30 A321 COs left. And to be honest, I'm gonna be really, really sad once they discontinue all of them. Like, I'd pay real money, go to Frontier's like aircraft graveyard and ask for them to cut me off a Sharklet. More specifically, my favorite is this one right here. My favorite Frontier livery is this kid. Spot the Jaguar. I don't know. I just love how he looks, and I'm gonna personally ask Frontier once they discontinue this plane. I want them to cut off a sharklet for me and give it to me. It's possible. I know a guy who built a flight simulator at home. He has somebody in the graveyard cut off a 737 cockpit, and now he's actually using it like a part of the airframe. And I really want that for the sharklet. Just how much I love this plane. I'm gonna be really sad once that happens. But yeah, the sharklets all look good. The Phoenix A321 is way long overdue. So it's the same as the sharklet. Like, I don't know what's taking them so long. Maybe it's like, I don't think the flight model takes that long to do. Like, there's no way, like, just because the plane's heavier, maybe change the center of gravity at like 0 fuel weight or something. But there's no way it's taking this long. Like, unless they're actually preparing like another update for the regular Phoenix 320, maybe that's what's delaying the 321. But I don't think it's taking that long. Maybe if they make better sounds. One thing that I would ask the Phoenix team to do is make the sounds a little bit better. I have nothing wrong against the current sounds, but I do think they can make them better. I've got tons of examples. Like, I'll email Phoenix with a lot of. I have a lot of videos on my channel. You could go over, look at the playlist. I have an entire playlist of flights that we took. Every single one, especially for the CFM engines, A320 with A320 family with CFM engines are my favorite. Nothing wrong against the IAEs. I just like CFM better. I think they sound more pure. Like the startup sounds, they don't exactly sound how both a CFM and the IAEs, they don't sound exactly how they're supposed to during startup or during shutdown. A few tweaks there and there, here and there with the sounds will be absolutely perfect. I actually wanted to email them about it. I just don't have the time to do so. Mainly because I'm just lazy. Oh, we actually passed Jacksonville. Here's Daytona Beach. Orlando's going to be coming up soon. I got to your channel by watching your Frontier flight from Chicago to Cancun. Was it the CO? Oh, okay. So yes, those were the CO. That was a CEO. That was CFM 56 engines. Oh, Chicago to Cancun. Oh, hold on. Chicago to Cancun? Most recently? Was it like the most recent video? What's it called? The one a few months ago? Because the one a few months ago, the flight to Cancun was a Neo. The one with the 3-wattled bird, that was a Neo. Where we sat behind the wing, that was a Neo. When we flew back, that was a CO. Yes, that was a CO, in fact. And I don't know if you can tell in the videos, but I was definitely more excited to fly the COs because I just love the CO engines, especially the CFM engines on the 320. I can't exactly tell if they're the same engines. No, they're not. They're not the same engine on the 7.3, which is interesting because they're both CFM 56. I think. Is there a way to check, like, menu? No. Okay. This is okay. I can't check with the aircraft status, can I? Fix? No. Okay. Here, let me go back 2 legs. Yeah, so the flight to Cancun, the most recent video, the flight to Cancun with the 3-wattled Bellbird livery, that was a Neo. The flight back from Cancun, the one where we were over the wing on the left side of the aircraft, that was a CO. And also, I have a Frontier video, like really old, like 4 years ago, where I talk a lot. That was the Spot the Jaguar video. That was, I don't think you would have found that one. That one was also a CO. That's the reason I love Spot the Jaguar. It's just my favorite livery that we flew on. Let's see here. Church, this is the last waypoint. Actually, Jipod is also at 38,000, and I think once we pass Jipod, yeah, okay, here's top of descent. Okay, 54 minutes, that went by fast. So we have about 30 more minutes of flight time, according to Charlotte. 22:48 actually. Okay, no. So if we go to RTA data, descent is Copen. No, Jipod. 22:53. So we'll start descending in about 8 minutes. Let's go ahead. Actually, what I'll do is I'll request the winds one last time because I did it like 30 minutes ago and they probably changed. So we're going to request the winds, upload the forecast. Again, aircraft's all set up for arrival. The barrel's set, the nav is set. All we need to do is just get down. What's this? Okay. Cruise wind uplink ready. Let's load that up. There's actually no way to talk with the intercom here, so we'll just... Hold on. Sit right here. No, it's not. Okay. Juice up the panel just a little bit. No. Cruise wind. Oh, that's right. Execute. And then I think descent forecast. Yeah. Okay. We'll upload those too. Okay. Let's pretend I'm talking to the passengers right here. Ladies and gentlemen, up from your flight deck, it's your captain speaking. We are just about to start our descent into Fort Lauderdale. So if you have any business, any trash, anything to get rid of, any possible use of the lavatories, please, we do recommend to use them now, as we will turn on the seatbelt sign in a few minutes once we start descending into Fort Lauderdale. Again, get your stuff over. The flight attendants will be passing through the cabin with a trash bag, so you can throw away all your unused materials. And if you need to use the lavatories, please do use them now. And just so you know, lines cannot form at the front lavatory. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your flight. All right. Let's say the cabin has been briefed. So let's say the flight attendants will start talking right now. You know, getting everyone ready. We just gotta keep looking on here. Seatbelts. They are on auto. Landing altitude set. Actually, I'm surprised that the altitude for the runway is that low. I didn't think it was at 6 feet above sea level. That's much lower than I thought. Oh, there's a port like right next to Fort Lauderdale. That's why. Okay. So Chippett's coming up real soon in about. Okay, I keep forgetting to execute. All right, here we go. If we go over to init ref, actually let's descent now. Now we're gonna do that. We go to init ref. Glide slope is on. Okay, so it is an approach ref. So let's go ahead and get away with our performance calculation for landing and route. This is landing. Actually, no. This is landing and dispatch. Okay, so right here. So 10 left. No slope whatsoever. That's awesome. Oh, something else to add on. I do prefer the Phoenix A320 over the 737 just by a little bit. I love both planes. Like, I have nothing wrong against any of them. But if I did have to choose, I would choose the Phoenix 321. Much easier plane to fly, especially, no, it's easier to start up and to prepare on the ground. For flying and cruising, I'd choose a 7.3 all day. Very, very nice plane. 1 second. Let me mute myself for a second. Yo, we're back with the microphone. And actually, I didn't realize, but when I did not test the GPWs, let's run that through at 38,000 feet. Why not? Okay. Is that gonna work? Okay, I'm not sure if it'll work. This one. Okay, it'll just jump from waypoint to waypoint. We'll just keep it on there. We're probably gonna use flaps 30 for landing. It's a pretty long runway. It's well, actually 9,000 feet. Maybe we should use flaps 40. Packs on, anti-ice off. Weather. So 29.87 temperature, 30 degrees Celsius. That's pretty hot. It's pretty nice. If we look at the METAR of Fort Lauderdale, let's update that real quickly. It's exactly 30 degrees, so that's pretty nice. Exactly 30 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, and that's 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoa, that is really, really nice. like it is in Chicago right now. Winds are still variable, which is dumb because I had a hard time doing that. Okay, so 110 at 7. 110 at 7 is the winds, but right now here it's saying it's okay. That's okay. No, down to the ground it's like this. Okay, 24 to. Oh, hold on, let's take off. Oh, here 110 at 7. All right. Weight is 129.20. VREF 137. This should recommended landing speed. Weight ice. There's no ice, so okay. Let's look at here. Actually, are we passing Jippin yet? Not yet. Let's zoom out here and just zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Let's see. So from OFP, runway 10 left for for arrival. Heading 1097. We have 096 set on the course because that's what the charts are telling us to do. 096 right here. Winds are still favoring the eastern, western arrivals. So the 10 left and 10 right. Winds are still favoring that. Let's see. What else? Oh, we're looking at charts. Hold on. Yeah, we were. So weight. We'll wait for that from the aircraft. Flaps forward. Actually, we're gonna have to update this one more time, just so we know. Auto brakes. Actually, no. You know what? Let's use flaps 30. Why not? Runway length from OP. Import weather. 30 degrees exactly. No non-normal conditions are none. VRF, we'll just add 5. We can add up to 20. Wow. Maybe we won't add anything. So what if we auto brakes 2? What if we use auto brakes 2? Okay, maybe auto brakes 3. What about packs off? No, it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, what if we use flaps 40? Ah, alright. Like this. If we look at our thing, here's Jippet, and we are starting our descent into Fort Lauderdale. We're flying, what's our heading right now? Okay, so it's a little off north, so north is like this, we're flying like that. And there's the clouds that are coming in. Okay, so here we go. It's MCP. Wow, that's dumb. Reset MCP altitude. We're going to go down to 24,000 feet because that's where our first constraint is. So 24,000 feet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our descent into Fort Lauderdale officially. The plane's going to start dipping by itself. Let's see here. There's the engines pull down. We'll turn off the music because music is horrible, especially when we're sending and we're trying to listen to the sweet engine noises. I'm sorry if I'm talking. Let's turn the. I'm probably not allowed to do that. I'm not Italian. I just sound so good and pure. Okay, so we started our descent. Coming down pretty nicely. I think we're gonna. Oh no, that's for that. Where's the constraint at? It's at Colat. Is it a pretty steep descent? Okay, it's not that steep. I think our speed's just nice and low. That's what it is. That's where we're starting to, right? We're slowing down, right? Oh yeah, we're slowing down. Aircraft displays down here. Where's it equipment? Thanks. Huh? Yeah. sun. It's gonna be a little annoying. Let's put a sunshade up. It's just a really cool view. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna do literally anything? It does nothing. That's fine. I'll just put it there. And second. Let's see here. Okay. Never mind. We'll look back here. Call at 24,000. We'll be there eventually. We'll change it. I will be right back. You guys don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Yes sir, we're back. And I see we've started descending. Yes. We're gonna we're like perfect. Perfect on the descent. Right. Oh, that's perfection. That's perfection at its greatest. 24,000. We're gonna turn on the seatbelt sign. Leveling off. That looks good. Sun is like starting to set. I think we might be on the ground like right as the sun starts to set. That's gonna be pretty freaking cool. After Colat, what's this? We're gonna go down to Willits at 15,000 feet. So let's reset MCP out. MCP up to 15,000. Unable 270 knots at Willits. Let's take a look at Willits. Where's Willits? 250. We'll set it down to how about 260 at flight level. Sorry, at 13,000. Here we go. We'll just do that. Now it's able. It's still not able. Okay, you know what? Shut up about that. I'm not gonna listen. Alright. Sounds really good. Alright, so VREF. So if we, yeah, see that updates. So if we land with auto brakes 3, I want to see where we would appear off the runway. So we want to exit Bravo 7, so right over here. So it's a little past halfway to the runway. Okay, winds are still favoring that side, so we can close flight radar 24. We don't need that anymore. We'll go, yeah, so I think, what if we use, what about 2? Okay, no, we should probably use 3. What if we do 0 to VRAP pad? Okay, what about 2? Still, okay, fine, we'll add 5 to the reroute, like to the VRAP like usual, and we'll use auto brakes 3. That should be good enough. Let's set auto brakes to 3. Let's see here. So, we're setting down where this is Hicto. Hicto should be at 2,300, or is it just okay? It's just calculating what we're doing. So Willits at 15,000 will be there absolutely on the dot at 270 knots. So I don't think we can adjust our speed yet manually because yeah, we're not, because we're still on VNAV. The airplane is still controlling our altitude and speed because that's what VNAV does. So it's gonna adjust to 270 all by itself, I think, right? Or should I adjust it myself? Really? Okay, that does nothing. Descending down through our transition altitude, so 18,000 feet. If we look at our ATIS, okay. If we look at our ATIS, it says 29088. Okay, so it changed. So 29088. We'll set that. It used to be 29087, so now it's 29088, and I think it's only one off of what we originally had. So we'll check that out in a second once we get past 18,000 feet, making sure seat belts are in fact on, engine modes to continuous. 18,000. Let's go down to 29088. Here we go. And that's sync the lacrosse. Triple check at 29088 and 29088. Here we go. That should be good. We'll look at. Actually, should we do it one more time? I think that's well. Okay, we'll keep it at. What is that at? We'll keep it at 40 for now. We'll switch it down to 20 later once we get closer to the airport. Barrels 207. Just making sure that's set. Nav is set. It is actually sun is actually in fact setting in Fort Lauderdale. It is right now 7 o'clock over there. It's 6:05 where I am in Chicago. We've been up in the air for hour 13, so I think actually it might be okay. So if we look here, yeah, it's gonna take us around that way, which I don't mind whatsoever. Palm Springs, where's West Palm? What? Oh, well, stupid. Palm Springs or something. West Palm Beach is right over there. I think the airport's right there. I actually went to West Palm Beach last time we were in Fort Lauderdale, a year ago from yesterday. All right, here's where we are leveling off. Next is Mackle at 11,000. So reset MCP altitude down to 11,000. Here we go, and that's gonna stay at a greater than 18,000, I think, right? For speeds, what? Speeds at 251. Unable 250 knots at Wayho. I just ignore that. It's fine. It says it's unable, but I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. So fuel's still above 8,000. We should be all good. So 11,000, and then CUDA at 8,000. So once we're at CUDA, we will. Once we pass 10,000, we're gonna switch off. We're gonna switch all of our lights on. Here's we're about, I think, where are we? So here's Church, Rosen, Pictou. We're right about here right now. I think we're gonna start a turn very soon. Yeah, we're right about right here. We're gonna turn like that to Mackle. You look good. So here's our turn. Inland. And our speed will stay the same. It says 260, but I think it's going to stay at 280 right now. Unable 260 at Mackle. Just ignore it, honestly. It's really annoying. So that's way too bright. So here's the acceleration a little bit. Here we go. Way too bright for me. I don't need any lights yet. We're gonna juice this up pretty well. What's this here? This is flood. We don't need the floodlights yet. Not yet, at least. There we go. We should probably turn the lights up over here, just in case it gets dark, especially below the clouds. And that's floodlights background. Here we go. We actually do not need that. Not yet, at least. Maybe we'll do a little bit right. Right there. Leveling off 11,000. Perfect. Perfect on the dot. Next is CUDA, and that's going to be at 8,000. Resetting MCP altitude down to 8,000. And once we pass 10,000, we'll turn all of our lights back on. Nate, careful, you might get hair in your headset, just so you know. So, okay, so the plane's actually doing what it's supposed to this time. Very nice. Very nice, because usually it doesn't like me, usually. Hackle at 260, CUDA at 250. Hackle's going to pass Hackle in a second. Once it passes Hackle, it'll readjust itself. 11,000 at exactly, yeah, right about, okay. There's CUDA, and here we go, it's starting to dive down just so we can get to CUDA at 8,000 at a perfect, exactly rate. Ready? So here's that, what's that? Enable, yeah, we get it. CUDA is going to be at 8,000, that's coming up right about here. VOR is still not measuring, which is interesting. So it's getting down to 8, so here's 10,000, lights come on. Landing lights, runway turn off lights, taxi lights, well actually no, not yet, hold on. Wing lights. What was that last one? That was wheel well lights. That will come on later. Where are we at right now? Actually, I just realized we do not need these lights because, I don't know, that's just gonna piss me off. Here's 8,000. Cuda. Loker is gonna have what? Loker is 7,200, so we'll set 7,200 on the MCP. Just to be ready for it. And Seraph is gonna have, okay, Bepis, that. Here's 8,000. That's gonna start going now by itself. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the runway. Should be like right ahead of us, right? Yeah. Here's, I think. Wait, where is it? No, I think that's West. That's something else. Here's Fort Lauderdale right in front of us. Alright, one of my friends just said hi, hello everybody. I don't know what else to do, honestly. Alright, here's 7,000. We're gonna start leveling off a looker right here. And then, yeah, okay, so just make sure everything's on. Engines mode are continuous, lights are on, anti-collision wing light. Should we turn the wheel well light on? It's not dark, but the sun is setting. It's gonna be like 10 minutes or something. I don't know. We okay, so 240 is the set speed right now, right? It's still on VNAV. Looker is 240. It's gonna be 240 all the way down to the vector. And then I didn't hear that anything, right? No, okay, I didn't. Good. Reset MCP altitude. Seraph is at what? Seraph is at 65,000, 6,500. Here we go. And then Bepis is at 6,000. Here's leveling off at 7,200. And then Seraph, that's coming up really, really fast. I think it's slowing it down. Yeah, here we go. 230, 228. It's slowing it down really, really nicely. Seraph, I'm not sure how fast it'll do. Okay, so ground speed's already up. Where's Fort Lauderdale? Right up ahead. Where is it? Oh, here it is, right there. Is Fort Lauderdale. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, still looking at winds. Winds updated. Okay, 090 at 9. Still view clouds 33. Temperature 29. It's cooled down a little bit. Let's see here. Wind 090 at 9er. Sent. RTA. Is that gonna do? No. Okay. Oh, hold on. Approach. We'll take. I think. What did we say? We said we were gonna take flaps 40, right? Okay, yeah. So flaps 40. Taking flaps 40. 123 says our landing speed. The calculator says 123, 127, and okay, no, we're not doing that. Let's see here. Here's Fort Lauderdale right there. Okay, 180 at the speed. I don't know what it's doing there. Alright, so what does it say? 6,000 right now. And then Wanner. Stupid waypoint name. Wanner is 5,000. Then from the vector, it's going to be down to 3,000 to where. Okay, Wanner and Wearer. So Wanner is 5,000. Wearer is 3,000. So we're gonna have to descend there quickly. Why is that not doing anything? Hello? Oh, hold on. Alpha didn't intervene. They're gonna do something? That will do something. Okay. Well, actually, let's see. So, okay, so at Nove, it's like 128 already. So we're gonna have 127 as our speed. Here's our DME. Leveling up at 6,000. We're gonna go down to 5,000. Here we go. Click that. Here it is. We're gonna turn that down even more. There's Fort Lauderdale. It's already starting to get pretty laggy, but that's fine. Probably flaps 1. Maybe a little too early. Maybe not. I don't know. Flaps in transit. Down to 1. I actually forgot how to exactly do this. I think it's just gonna do it by itself. So yeah, that's gonna come down by itself to 175. Let's go. Okay, so here's 5,000 coming up real soon. Let's make sure one few things. That's active. We're setting CP altitude. We're gonna go down to 3,000. That's gonna start descending for us, right? It will not. Okay. Let's click altitude, intervene. Here we go, and there we go. Speed running shorts. No, I'm kidding. All right. So looking at the we can take all that off. The go around altitude is 4,000. The heading 090. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass Wayner and we're gonna go direct to Where. And there's already a few planes on arrival, right? Yes. All right, we'll stay 175 until Where, and then we'll slow it down ourselves even more. Maybe we'll. No, we'll keep it there. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that, but let's no. We'll turn the speed down a little. We'll do 166. Almost at Where. Once we're at Where, we're gonna go direct Vina disconnect. That's fine. Okay, that's not gonna do anything. That's fine. Go flaps 5. No, flaps 2. I didn't even realize that was a thing, to be honest. And we're gonna go. Okay, I don't know why it's not listening to me. Disconnect down that, maybe? No, okay, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll turn on approach mode. We'll arm that. Up to intervene. Hello? Okay, fine, it won't do that. Oh, altitude hold. Stupid, that's why it's doing that. Here we go. Okay. That is the stupidest reason. Let's go direct to Where. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, it's seen. Approach mode is armed, in fact. Speed can come down to 145. Go flaps 10. Probably actually still keep the speed up at like we'll keep it around the 170 mark. Just making sure all the lights are on. We're at 172. You know what? We'll take the speed down to 154 because the plane will slow down ourselves. There's the glide slope. We're just barely there. I think approach mode. Okay, the glide slope. Yep. Here's the localizer. Here's the glide slope. We're all good. We're on it. The glide slope. We're on the glide slope. Just not yet on. Actually, just making sure, right? Okay, yeah, we are on in fact on the glide slope. We got the glide slope. We got the localizer. And here we go. Now, we're going full flaps today. So here's flaps 10, 15, 25, 30, and 40. Keep our speed up. Where's the runway? There it is, right there. Before we land, we're gonna reset traffic because actually, that's doing weird things. We're gonna reset the traffic injection because that's gonna mess with us. Here we go. That reset the traffic. For some reason, like every single time that I flew with this traffic, it would always take off in the runway that I'm landing on. Like, it would always go head on with me. Like, I'm not kidding. I take off, there's always a plane landing on that runway. I land, there's always a plane taking off on the opposite side. Like, I don't know why that would always happen. We got the glide slope. We're just not quite on the localizer yet, but we don't have to worry about that. That'll bring us down. So, go around altitude is 4,000. Go around heading is 090. Here's flaps. That's not what I clicked. We're still on it, okay? Yes?
2,500.
Alright, we got it. That was a trim. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was the trim that I touched. That was a stupid trim. Alright, gear down. I was gonna yell at us for the entire time. Yeah, it's gonna yell at us. Shut up. Here we go. The thing is, I don't know exactly how to turn it off. If anybody knows how to, please do tell me. Here we go. Here we go. We're aligned on it. Let's go. Flaps. I pressed the stupid trim again. Flaps full. Here we go. 127, right? Yeah. We got it. All right. Gears down. I should turn this up all the way because. Here we go. Let 10 3 sticker seats for landing. We'll reset the traffic one last time. Reset. The lights good? Lights are all good. Okay. Beautiful. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the landing. We're gonna keep auto throttle off, so we're gonna do it ourselves. Just making sure one last thing. Flaps are auto brake is 3. We're all ready. You guys ready for this?
$1,000.
Here we go. That looks really, really nice, actually. Here we go. Alright. Ready? That's still in the glide slope. We're technically a little too low, but that's fine. It's going to keep it there. Here is autopilot and auto throttle. We're going to stay with the glide slope here.
$500.
Put the glide a little bit too low.
$400.
little to the left, a little to the right, my bad.
300.
Slow it down.
Approaching
slow.
minimums.
Glide slow.
Shut up.
Glide slow.
Yeah, I know it's too low.
Minimums.
The minimum's continuing.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, that was good. Here we go. Reversers. Oh, yes. We'll use the feed brakes to take the high speed exit over here. Okay, 30 knots, not really high speed. Oh, but that was beautiful. That I'm actually kind of sad that I did not record. I did not record that landing. Are you actually kidding me? Turn off the auto brakes. Let's take a look at our taxi. We are on what? We're on. This is actually Bravo 7, I believe, right? This is Tango 4 coming up. Alright, we're gonna continue taxiing on. We're actually gonna taxi into the terminal vicinity. So let's bring all the flaps up. Flaps are coming up. Taxi lights come on. When we turn off lights, all of these lights come off. Engine mode selectors to off. Lights come off. And we'll start the APU. There we go. We'll taxi for the rest of the way on this taxiway, and then we have, I think the very last terminal building is ours. Ready? There's the APU turning on. That last building over there is ours. And I believe where that Frontier is, we'll park right next to him. Because I think Frontier and Southwest do actually fly out of the same terminal in Fort Lauderdale. AP generators are available. Beautiful landing. That was magnificent. And I'm actually really mad that I didn't record it. But the recorder probably would have ruined it. I for some reason always do bad when the recorder is on. Like, I can never do a solid landing. That sun is setting and it's beautiful. There's about an hour, 34 minutes in the air. We'll park right next to this Frontier and right next to that road. Or is that a, no, that's an Avianca, my bad, sorry. Right, we'll park right next to them. Flood directors, turn off. Our gate's right here. So let's turn off the taxi light because we're going to blind the people on the ground. We're going to turn on the APU, bleed. Okay, imagine that never happened. Parking brake. We're gonna connect the jetway to the chocks. Request the jetway. Maybe this one. It is gonna be this one. Okay. And we'll. Here we go. Engines. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fort Lauderdale. Jetway's connected. Let's go ahead. Open up those doors. We're gonna go over here. This will be doors. Open up that door. We're gonna request a external pit power. Fuel's still burning, and passengers is 0. We're gonna start the deplaning. Forward galley. We're gonna set 0 to all the loaders. Request all of these. I hope they don't like soft lock or something. Actually, wait, hold on. This plane will actually be going to this plane will be going to Dallas for the end of tonight. Sorry, no, my bad, not Dallas. This plane will be going to Tampa for tonight, and it'll stay up there. So. Leave all of these on. Here we go. And it is pretty hot, and the cabin is what? It's pretty cool. 77 degrees. We'll keep it that way. Yaw damper can come off. We got that. Alright, well. That was a pretty nice flight. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale. Making sure a few things here and there. Galley, I think it's... Yeah, okay. So I think... No, it's the forward galley... I wonder if forward galley is like restricting it from coming up. Okay, so there was a gate over here that's next to a Spirit and JetBlue. Unrealistic for Fort Lauderdale. Where's that plane they just took off? Somewhere here. We'll figure it out eventually. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Right here. Here's our view. Right with the sun. Awesome. Let's go like right next to where the gate is. Where's that dude? Oh, he's taking off. Okay. Look at that. What's that? That's an American. That is an American Airlines. I think that flight went fairly smooth. The Frontier next to us. There's a American 320 over there. There's a Spirit all the way over there. What else? What else? That's the engine generators, right? Just making sure. We'll turn it to auto because deplaning. Is it done yet? No, okay, it's not. We should turn it off. Strobes, go to steady. Logo light will come on for the next flight, but we're not going to do that one. So, by this point, we would release the galley. Start this thing. And refueling for the next flight to Tampa. It should be enough. Actually, refueling would be... Oh, no, hold on. Wrong thing. Once that, what's it called? Once this thing arrives, I think it'll arrive in a second. Once this thing's out of here, this fuel for Tampa will probably be around 10,000, so we'll set it to 10,000. We're not flying to Tampa ourselves. We're just gonna prepare for the next flight. Ladies and gentlemen, I think, or actually no, I don't think, I know that flight was probably my best Southwest flight ever. And a brand new livery with, you know, the new Southwest cabin went fairly well. So everybody, let's actually check. I think he's gonna start arriving right now. Right? Yeah, okay, he's arriving. I wonder if it'll actually inhibit a fuel truck. I don't think so. Okay, that'll work. Let's see. So yeah, so this plane's gonna be heading out, not by me, I'm not flying the plane out there, but this plane's gonna be heading down to, up to Tampa for tonight, and it's gonna sit there for the rest of the evening. And it's gonna head out to Chicago in the morning. Or no, not Chicago, sorry, Phoenix, at around 8 in the morning. So, I think it's about time. Yeah, the fuel truck's not gonna arrive anytime soon. But, I think we can confidently say that this flight sure has gone really well. There's somebody taking off right there. Who's that? That's a Spirit. Okay. And actually, I think we can start this. Here we go. Right, we can release all of these, the aft ones, and then the fuel truck will arrive by itself. That will refuel for this plane's journey to Tampa. Check this out. There's a Spirit that I think he just landed. A bunch of Spirits over there. Our Southwest, right over here. Downtown Fort Lauderdale, looking beautiful like always. Anyways, thank everybody for tuning in, whoever did tune in. Thank you for watching. Next flight, don't know, we'll pick it out somewhere later. Anyway, thank everybody, and see you guys all later. Bye.